Hey Strikers, this is SF and welcome to another edition of Striker Chains. This time it's going to be Elizabeth and Hawk from the 7 Deadly Sins collaboration. She's the mission monster, so just clear missions and you'll be able to get her. And her dungeon, the dungeon I'll be using her in is Pine. Pine is a underrated character for most people, just because she's not really good in colossals or impossibles, but I really like her. She's one of the very few farmable minesweeper monsters out there, and she's a support monster. Like, that's why people don't really like her that much, because minesweeper, support characters are not really needed in teams. But I usually like to have one in my team at all times. And my other two monsters is Lilith and Hellbrand. Relatively, you've seen them before in previous episodes, so don't really have to explain how to get them. So in terms of this dungeon, it's to get block monsters, no block monsters. This is where Elizabeth and Hellbrand are no block monsters, so they're useful. King, which is my friend monster, is also a no block monster. And then Lilith is not a no block monster, but she is a demi-human slayer, so she deals extra damage onto Pine. Okay. Ouch. Now this is where Elizabeth is also a support character, just because she has the recovery S. So hit all your guys, try to hit all your guys to heal HP. You'll heal up to 17, I think. I think it was 14 or 17, I forgot. But one of those numbers of max HP. Okay, next is Hellbrand. I think it's 14%. But anyways, a lot of people will probably not use the wave of Elizabeth effectively, so I'm not really going to explain much about it. But basically, I don't really practice that much about it, because there's not much use to using it. But basically, it will shoot two waves in a when you perpendicular to where you hit Elizabeth. So it gets really hard because you have to know angles and where you shoot, and sometimes you have to bounce off walls to get the right angle to hit the boss and stuff. So I don't really recommend wave as a good bump combo for beginners. But other than that, like, she's really good in terms of healing. She keeps your HP very high at all times. Okay, next is King. Let's just hit my guys for damage. And try to avoid the open areas of this map, because that's where Pine will shoot out bombs. From the previous dungeon, previous Striker Chains with First Empress, you know how bad those bombs can actually be. Okay, next is Lilith. Let's just hit my guys. And they clear off the mobs. Okay, perfect. Bombs coming up in one turn. And let's just try to get Hellbrand out of the way. Oh, sad face. Ouch. King. Heal damage. And Elizabeth to heal. Now the recovery S is in her normal base, so even if you miss the gauge, as long as you'll still be able to heal people as long as you hit them, of course. And let's just attack Pine. There we go. There's the Slayer doing work. Okay, second mini boss stage. Nope, it's just the mobs. It is just the mobs. There is no second mini boss stage. But anyways, just clear off guys. Elizabeth. I'm just gonna hit King for damage for now. Or try to hit King for damage. Oh, I hit all three, which is really good. Now the bad part about Elizabeth is she doesn't do damage on her own turn, so she's basically restricted to healing on her turn. She does some damage with her bump combo, but of course you need practice, and I know a lot of people won't even bother using her for that so it might be not that useful for some people in the future once your box really grows, but having a support monster is very nice. And also her abilities are not really crazy good, like it's only no win and no block. Of course there are some no block only dungeons like Pine, but there are like most of the other dungeons have other things like damage walls and warps and gravity barriers. Okay, boss time. I'm not sure if I'm on top of the block. Nope, I'm not on top of the block, so there's that. Okay, next is Hellbrand. Time to get the hell out of here. Just try to avoid as much damage as you can, and Hellbrand is in a really bad spot. Ouch. Pine will shoot bombs, and I do have a heart there, so let's grab that heart and heal up. Bomb. Ouch, that's half my HP. Let's stretch out with Elizabeth because most of the time you won't have a chance to use it otherwise because you're so far up in HP. But basically she moves around the map. And then where she stops, it will shoot out a giant circle, and that is a bad spot for a giant circle. And it'll heal monsters, whoever's in the circle. It won't heal herself. So if she's alone and nobody's within that giant purple circle, giant pink circle, then you won't heal anything. You won't heal any HP. But I think it's 17% per monster, 17% max HP per monster in that giant pink area. Why do I keep on saying purple? Okay, next is King. Let's just keep on dealing damage to Pine. There you go. If you have Elizabeth that close to the boss, like even if you don't get the right angle, you'll still deal some damage with her wave. So that's always nice. Okay, next is bottom left side. Let's get Elizabeth to that open, into that corner there. You don't want to be in the open areas of the top side or that little corner on the right side as well. So Lilith, I want you to clear something. And you didn't clear anything. Not great for now. There is a heart. Let's put Hellbrand away from everything for now. Okay, bomb is up in 1. And just basically get the hell out, and I missed my gauge, which is really bad. Ouch. It's fine for now. I do have Elizabeth for the healing. So just heal. Got the heart as well. Why not? Okay, just clear off mobs. Nobody's attacking next turn, so Hellbrand. Okay, good. Now I'm back on track. Next attack is the bomb, so let's just get King out of the way and deal damage. Ooh, barely! Barely! Oh my god! This is a little rough. Got the heart? No! Okay, this is really bad. I'm very low on HP, although I do recover when I go into the next phase, but it's still pretty bad. Okay, let's just stretch out just to deal damage. It is a meteor, so right now it's not the best place, but she can't really hit everybody, so just use it for now. And Hellbrand, let's just move away from everything. As long as you're away from the bottom side of the map, it should be okay. Ooh, ouch. Okay, stretch out time, and this should be enough. Hopefully, I'm gonna miss my gauge, just so that I don't leak out of that corner here. And I hit my gauge. Why do I have to? Whatever. I think this should be enough, hopefully. One more. Oh, almost. Why do I always have to hit my gauge when I don't need to hit my gauge? But anyways, King really helped me carry there. And there is that clear. Oh, but in terms of Pine, you gotta clear, get away from all the bombs. But even if I'm low HP, like Elizabeth really helped me out with getting my HP high enough to tank shots or just to recover from all the damage that I've taken from that dungeon. So having a recovery monster is really good when you're having zero power units. Like you have 3 OP hatcher monsters, then you don't really have to bother with HP because you just wreck everything so fast that it doesn't really matter. But if you're using farmable monsters, then having a recovery monster is very crucial. But Pine, like I said, is very good, very underrated because there's no real dungeon that she's OP in terms of impossibles or colossals, but you can bring her to like Izanami 0, Yamato Takeru 0, or Marishi, depending on what versions. But both of them have Minesweepers, and both of them have really good strike shots. So you can pick or choose which one you want, or you can have 2 copies of, 1 copy of each. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.